Sip Raju, Sip Samatma, Sip Pinky Prakash Tirgal, welcome. Sip Yogini, Sip Leena Mutkula Anand, Sip Glico, Sip Mrs. Sadhwani, Sip Blico, Sip Bliss, Sip Eru, Sip Ansul Modi, Sip Paratiyama, Sip Kundan, Sip Ru, Sip Rekha, Sip Sagairaj, Sip Mrs. Milchandani. So today, I apologize, I got delayed by over a minute, but I can promise you we will have an interesting session. That much is an assurance, because I'm asking you a question today. Will everything depend as per our will or God's will? Who can answer the question? Will everything in life depend on our will or God's will?
Shivan, sir.
Shivam,
Ashok Chotwan. Yeah.
Bolo Ashok.
Sir, everything will happen as per karma, not with our will or God's will.
But very good.
God can do everything because God is a supreme power.
So don't juggle the question and answer. We want clear answer.
Yeah.
Will everything happen as per our will, God's will, or some other will, like karma?
As per karma, sir. As per universal law of karma.
Okay. So, Ashok, before I ask somebody else to speak, what is karma? Karma is our will, na? How do you differentiate karma from your will? Suppose your will now to go and to pray, it is your will, it is your karma. Then how is your will and karma different?
But sir, our action, which we are doing action, that is our karma, no sir?
Okay, so you are saying it's not will but karma. Karma comes from will only.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ashok Chotwani wants to stick to the point that everything depends on karma. Who else would like to go? What does what does life depend on? Our will, God's will, karma's will, luck, will of my father, my grandfather, will of society. Oh, what is everything dependent on? Let me get some interesting feedback. Come on.
I have a option to act, free will to act. The result is as per his will. That is karma phala only.
So, Girish,
what is happening now is not in my hand. How I act, through intellect I can choose.
Correct. So I'm asking you the question. You can control your destiny or God is controlling your destiny?
Destiny is something which I create.
So not God.
Not God.
So it is therefore your will.
Yes.
So back to the summary of the question, will everything happen as per God's will, your will? What is the answer?
My actions will yield fruits according to the law of karma.
So you're also going by Ashok Chotwani, more or less.
Yes.
I want to make a point clear. No doubt that karma is the subject. But karma happens from thoughts, feelings, willpower, intellect. Don't you agree?
Yes.
So today we are trying to go to a different step. I hope you're all understanding my question. I think the question this is a question asked to me. I have to answer this question. Somebody has asked the question. Is everything happening as per my will or God's will?
But I am also aware that without his will, possible will become impossible. With his will, impossible will become possible. That is also there.
So now make up your mind. Is it our will or God's will?
Ultimately, it's God's will.
So there is our will doesn't matter?
For tiny actions and its phalas, it matters.
Okay, very good. For tiny actions, for sundry matters, our will matters. But Girish says for the major things in life, in this journey of enlightenment, when we are meeting every day on the Zoom call, every day we learn one step to go forward. And every day when we learn one step, remember this, it is very important to know how this Leela is unfolding. Are things happening as per our will? Are things happening as per present karma, past karma? Is God controlling it? Some people, they think that the priest in the temple and the priest in the church is controlling. You know, how many of you believe in healers? There are many Christians, they go to a healer. Thou shalt be healed and you shall walk. And you start walking. A man who has not walked for 25 years sitting in the wheelchair starts walking. How many of you believe in this healing? Anybody? There are millions of people, not hundreds or thousands, millions who believe in healers. And the healers come in their private jets and they land and they are like semi-gods. Oh, I think there was one, was his name Dinakaran in Tamil Nadu? Who must be knowing? There was one Mr. Dinakaran, I think. Oh, he was like a Jesus. If he touched you, means cancer is gone. If he just said, raise and you will walk, and the man who now you may laugh at what I'm saying, but thousands of people believe in this, my dear friends. But today we are asking, some people think this is God's will. They are made to believe that a priest, that a messenger of God can create God's will on earth. Now it is a myth, it is a lie, it's a fairy tale. But we believe in so many fairy tales. We believe that Hanuman carried the mountain and he was flying from Himalayas, he came. And we are believing in this, and Santa Claus coming every Christmas day. We believe in so many mythological stories without any logic. Samatma, will everything happen as per our will or God's will?
Shivoham, sir.
Shiva.
So everything happens by God's will, but it is based on my karma. So whatever actions I have done previously, according to that, God's will is. But mainly it is God's will.
So tell me, so God is controlling you, is it? God is controlling you and your actions?
God is not controlling my actions. There I have a free will, but whatever actions I have already done, because of my free wills, future whatever comes, it is God's will.
No, is it not? It's not God's will. Is it God's will or is it automatic law of karma? So God is deciding whether apple will come in the tree in your garden or mangoes will come. Is God deciding?
Yeah, when I put apple seeds, apples will come.
Then how God will come in the picture then?
Because he made me put the apple seeds.
No, he didn't tell you to put apple seeds. He gave you a buddhi. He gave you an intellect. And he asked, see, let me tell you one thing. We may blame God, but we are idiots. You know, movie you've seen Three Idiots? Have you seen movie Three Idiots? We are idiots. We are idiots because we are making the wrong choice. And after we make the wrong choice, we are blaming God. No, we have no business to blame God. Let us be clear. Today, I'm giving you a very tricky subject we have. So those of you who are in this journey of enlightenment, many of you are very advanced in the subject of enlightenment, of nirvana, moksha. But what is happening? So Samatma, we have a free will or we don't have a free will?
We have a free will. I have a choice. What I do is my choice. I have a choice.
That we have a free will. You agree we have a free will. Point one.
Yes.
And point two, you choose by your free will.
Yes.
And whatever is your action will happen as per your free will.
Yes.
So is everything happening as per your will or the will of God?
It is happening as per God's will because of my actions.
But how it's happening as just now you are only saying everything is happening as per my free will, my decision, my will.
I have the free will.
Ah,
But finally, it is God who can will everything.
of course he can, but is he doing it? You think he's coming and
Unless-
interfering? He tells Girish, I didn't like the way you sang the song yesterday, so I am going to do something. Is it like that?
No.
If Girish told yesterday in the song, छोड़ के सारी दुनिया मैं तेरे लिए मैं जीता हूँ तो बस तुझे पाने के लिए कुछ भी चाहता नहीं मैं इस संसार से तू मिला तो बहुत जिंदगी के लिए. If Girish told that, then the divine will give one tathastu. He will give one, right? But that tathastu that he gave was because of the free will. Girish had to sing that song. Nobody forced. Did anybody force Girish? Girish, anybody forced you to sing the song yesterday? No. It was his free will. Because of the free will, the Lord may have been pleased and the Lord may bless him. So why Sudeep did not sing? That I don't know. That is up to. I sometimes give teasing, so don't take names. So I'm saying, Samatma, we have a free will. Is
Yes.
everything, I'm asking a very direct question. Is everything happening as per our will or God's will? Who will answer?
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham bolo.
We have a free will
Hmm.
and we use that will.
Hmm.
Finally, we surrender to God. कि ये होगा नहीं होगा, I surrender to you. I have nothing to do now.
Okay, okay. Then what happens when you surrender?
It's God's will. It's God's will whether it will work or not.
No. Explain now, please. Suddenly you have gone into a new thing. Now we are asking everything, Yogini, everything happening in your life. Are you forced to do it? It's your will or God's will? Is it free will or our will or God's will?
Whatever is happening is according to my will only.
Your will. So not God. God has nothing to play in the matter.
No,
Clear, right?
God has nothing to play with this.
God is irrelevant in the subject.
No.
He is not concerned. He has made, उन्होंने ये जग रचाया है, ये जग लीला रचाई है, कर्म का automatic. Everything that is happening in this world is happening in an automatic fashion. Correct?
जो भी कर रहे हो इधर मैं कर रही हूँ. God has no hand in this.
But you said something else. You want to say that, or you by mistake you told, or you said something else very profound?
No, मुझे एक्चुअली वो याद है सर, जो हम लोगों की जब नहीं चलती है तो हम ड्रॉ में हम लोग अपना डाल देते हैं लिख के कि हे भगवान, this is now finally I am surrendering it to you. Whether it happens or it doesn't happen, it is your will.
Very good. तभी क्या होता है?
तब होना ही चाहिए. God's will does work that time. When it will work, I don't know. But मैंने अपनी अर्जी डाल दी है.
So who has understood what Komal is, Yogini is saying? Yogini said something very profound. I'll ask Vivek to speak after. Anybody understood what Yogini said? I think she did not say. Somebody else said through her. But what she said, and who understood it? She said, huh?
When when we are doing something out of our will and we do it with total surrender, that time God's will comes up. God wills it.
So what have you learned from this? She told something, I don't think she understood what she told, but she told it out of divine grace. So what have we understood?
You have
What
to
have
live in
you-
total surrender.
Why should we live in total surrender?
A yogi's work is to live in total
Yeah.
surrender.
Good. Why does a yogi live in total surrender?
Because he knows what is samsara and what is yoga. He has
So why does-
understood.
So what does the yogi do?
So he just does his daily duties and surrenders everything else to Lord.
And then what happens? Because of that, what happens?
God's will.
Because of that, he is liberated, no?
Yeah.
So then
and
what?
Yes.
Then will everything happen as per his will or God's will?
God's will.
will.
Why it will happen as per God's will?
Because we surrendered.
Yeah, but we are not willing to surrender. No? Hello? Did you get the point?
Yeah. Yes,
My
sir.
dear friends, what is happening in your life? Girish, did you understand? Ashok Chotwani. What is happening in your life is happening as per your, because you are karma, Ashok Chotwani. You will keep on doing karma. It will happen as per karma only. Are you getting the point, Ashok Chotwani?
Yes, sir. We have our will also, sir. We
You
are
have
doing
your-
as per our, yeah.
Because you have your will, everything is happening as per your will, as per your karma.
Yeah.
But Yogini is telling, अरे मैं क्या करती हूँ? मैं तो कुछ नहीं करती, सब कुछ तो तू ही तू है. I am nothing. मैं एक बांसुरी प्रभु, कुछ भी नहीं, संगीत है तेरा. In that case, tell me what happens. In that case, does your will happen? Ashok Chotwani, will your karma happen? Girish?
No, God's will becomes my will.
Correct.
My will becomes God's will.
My will disappears, there's no will.
Hmm.
Because I accept and surrender.
How many of you are living like this? How many of you are living in like this and Prabhu?
I'm
Prabhu,
living like this, sir.
समर्पण करना जीवन जो ये जिसने दिया वही संभालेंगे. We are, you know how much we are worried? Full time we are worried. Chinta, chinta, chinta. All the time we are doing chinta, 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 chinta. Why we are doing chinta? Why there is worry? Because you are thinking it's your will. Because you are thinking you are in command. When you put God in command, then why should you worry? Why should you worry? Tell me what is the reason for you to worry? Because you have said, जो भी होता उनके हाथों में है, क्यों है डरना, अर्पण करना है, छोड़ दे जीवन अपना, उनके हाथों में जिंदगी छोड़ दे. Are you willing to do it? We are not willing to do it. We are not willing to do because we don't trust God. We don't trust God, my dear friends, and because we don't trust God, we are constantly living in fear. Constant fear, constant fear. When are we going to be free from fear? When are we going to be free? This is the biggest challenge. Vivek.
शिवम है जी.
Shivam, sir. Follow Vivek.
हाँ जी. जी हम तो बस अपना कर्म कर सकते हैं, बाकी जो कुछ होना है भगवान की इच्छा से ही होगा.
गलत. गलत. आप अपने कर्म करेंगे और बाकी भगवान की इच्छा से नहीं होगा, तुम्हारे कर्म की इच्छा से होगा, तुम्हारे कर्म के अनुसार होगा. ये क्या हुआ? तुम बोलते है कि मैं जो कर्म करता हूं बाकी प्रभु के हाथ में होगा. कैसे प्रभु के हाथ में होगा? प्रभु ने कहा है कि तुम जो करोगे कर्म के अनुसार तुम्हारा फल मिलेगा. ये गलत है, सही है?
हाँ सही.
What you give is what you get. What you do will come to you. As you sow, so shall you reap. Is this a law or this is not a law?
सर है, ये लॉ है.
तो फिर आप कैसे क्यों बोलते हैं?
भगवान जैसे गीता में कहा गया है कि आपको बस कर्म करना चाहिए, फल की चिंता नहीं करनी चाहिए, आप बस कर्म करिए अपना.
गीता में ऐसा कहा है, लेकिन क्या आप ये ऐसे करते हैं?
हाँ काफी हद तक.
पता है, मैं आपको एक स्टोरी बोलूं?
हाँ जी.
Have I explained to you all to live like the tree? Huh? Have I explained how to live like the tree? I don't think you'll understand how to live like a tree. Who knows how to live like a tree? Who can tell me? Sudeep, you know how to live like a tree? Sudeep बोलता है नहीं पता. कौन जानता है हाउ टू लिव लाइक द ट्री? कौन बोलेगा? Let me tell you, since you don't know. Bliko, you don't, Bliko, have I told you about the story about the tree?
गुरुजी प्रणाम। शिवोहम।
प्रणाम माता जी, बोलो।
शिवोहम। गुरुजी,
शिवोहम।
जैसे कि धूप बारिश सब बियर करके भी ट्री इज फिक्स्ड, इसी तरह वी कैन ऑल्सो
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. माता जी, गलत 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 गलत। आज मैं आपको बताऊंगा कैसे एक ट्री कैसे जीता है। एक सीक्रेट मैंने सीखा, बताऊं? पता है हम कैसे जीते हैं माता जी? पता है हम कैसे जीते हैं?
हाँ जी।
सपोज माता जी, मेरा बेटा मर गया, कितना दुख होगा? माता जी, मेरा बेटा मर गया, कितना दुख होगा?
सुन रही हूँ गुरुजी।
दुख होगा कि नहीं? कितना दुख होगा? आप जवाब नहीं दे रहे।
अनइमेजिनेबल।
अनइमेजिनेबल। ठीक है, अभी मेरा बेटा नहीं मरा, मेरा भाई का बेटा मरा, कितना दुख होगा? मेरे भाई का बेटा मरा, कितना दुख होगा?
As much relation you are having with him,
It will be as
and
much as
love
मेरा,
you are having,
will it be
and
as
love
much as,
you are having with him.
will it be as much as my son?
No.
No. अभी मेरा बेटा से मेरे भाई का बेटा कम हो गया, अभी मेरे नेबर का बेटा मरा, कितना दुख होगा?
Yes, Guruji, that is natural.
नहीं, दुख होगा कम होगा?
कम होगा।
और अगर कोई मॉस्को किसी रशियन का बेटा मरा, मुझे क्या दुख होगा?
Yes, you are not that concerned to him.
आई एम नॉट कंसर्न रशियन यूक्रेन में कोई। तो इससे हम सीखते हैं कि पेड़ कैसे जीता है। पता है पेड़ कैसे जीता है? पेड़ बोलता है मैं पेड़ हूं, मैं पेड़ हूं, आई एम अ ट्री। यू कम, it tells everybody, it tells all the birds, you come, you make a nest, you live, you go, you come, you go, you come, you go. मुझे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता। ट्री को फर्क पड़ता है?
नहीं।
Is the tree attached? कि आज कौन सा पंछी आया, कल का पंछी क्यों नहीं आया? जो मैं पंछी बहुत प्यार करता हूं वो पंछी क्यों नहीं आया? वो गाता हुआ पंछी क्यों नहीं आया? वो किंगफिशर क्यों नहीं आया? वो सफेद पंछी क्यों नहीं आया? ट्री सोचता है?
नहीं।
Are we like that? Can we live like the tree? If we live like the tree, then we must say, तुम आओ तो भी खुश, ना आओ तो भी खुश, जो मिलो तो भी खुश, ना मिलो तो भी खुश. Can we say it? My dear friends. हाँ. So today, are we able to surrender? The question that we are reaching today, my dear friends, when we live like this tree, the tree does not get attached to the birds. Bliss. The tree is detached. The birds come, the birds go. But we human beings, what you told me yesterday, I feel very sad. Oh, I feel very sorry. Somebody whom I love, if the person does not come walking, then I miss the person. I feel the person is missing. No, we have to learn to live with detachment. And in today's talk, what I was telling you, if you keep on doing your will, then your will happen. But when you surrender to the will of God, in the Bhagavad Gita, Vivek, you have talked about Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says, Krishna Arpanam. In the Bhagavad Gita, he talks about Krishna Arpanam. What is Krishna Arpanam? Krishna Arpanam means that you hand over your life to the divine. And then that, like Yogini said, why do you worry about kya hoga? Hoga, hoga, so hoga, kyun chinta karoon? होगा वही भोले जो चाहे तू, हंस के जीना है जो भी कर सकूं, तू जो संभाले क्यों चिंता करूं. अरे तू संभालता है, मैं क्यों चिंता करूं. We are worried. We are worried. आज कौन मरेगा, कल कौन मरेगा, who will die today, what will happen to business, what happens to my sweetheart, what happens to my husband, what happens to my wife, what happens to my son, what happens to my grandson, to my granddaughter, to my dog. Huh? We are all the time, we are worried. You know why? Because we have not learned the art to surrender to God's will. Today's talk, I'm handing over to you for closing this. If you have any more questions, my dear friends, today's talk taught us something very profound. What is today's talk teaching us? You have two choices. What are the two choices you have? Who will tell me? Who will give the answer? What are the two choices we have? Who will give the answer? What are the two choices in life?
To
Arey bolo.
make your own will or surrender to God.
No.
To God,
Okay,
God's
yeah,
will.
but, so therefore, what are the two choices we have?
To become
To
the
live
slave
or
of
to
Maya
die.
or to become-
One by one. Huh? Yogini?
Live like a yogi.
Okay, but what are the two choices? Bliko?
To live or to die.
No, live and not
Sir-
live and not to die is not a choice. That will happen on its own. Bliko, what are the two choices we have?
We have to live in surrender with God and act according to
We have
the best of choice we have available.
That's one choice. What's the second choice?
We have to surrender to the God and be happy.
And what's the second choice?
Sir,
You're telling
accept
only
that.
one. You're telling only one, Bliko. Yes, I would like to ask
accept-
Tushatma. Tushatma,
Sir,
what are the
to
two
become
choices?
the slave of the Maya or to become the slave of the God.
Very good. Your words are not the good words, but very nice. To become, don't say the slave of God. I don't like the word slave of God. You have to become the slave of Maya is okay, but you don't have to become the slave of God. शब्द में कुछ गलती है. Vivek?
We have to one with the God.
Yeah.
Puppet,
No,
sir.
Sir.
Puppet.
Hello, my dear friends, in the call,
Guruji,
I have every day,
बन जाओ
I have
या
to give you
भोगी बन जाओ.
एक minute. Every day, I have to make your time valuable. Otherwise, I'm wasting your 30 minutes every day. I cannot waste your time. If you come on this call, you have to take home some good value. What is the value today you're taking with you? हाँ, रूमता जी बताओ. बताइए.
गुरुजी योगी बन जाओ या भोगी बन जाओ.
अरे बहुत अच्छा. योगी बनने अभी आप इतना डायलॉग बोल के एस्केप मत करना. अब समझाओ योगी बनने से क्या होगा, भोगी बनने से क्या होगा, समझाओ.
गुरुजी योगी बनने से एनलाइटनमेंट होगी
और भोगी
और
बनने
भोगी बनने से संसार में उलझे रहेंगे.
तो फर्क क्या है?
हाँ जी,
फर्क क्या है?
फर्क तो बहुत है. एक में तो आप भगवान के साथ हो, यू आर इन कॉन्शियसनेस,
You
और
are not.
अदरवाइज यू आर इन अनकॉन्शियसनेस.
Your answer is correct, but you're not connecting it with free will and God's will. That's why I'm waiting for your answer to connect to free will and God's will. Yes, Rekha.
either you bear your big make karma and go by your own will, or you
Correct.
surrender and get moksha with God's will.
Good, good, very good. Compared to all answers, it's good. But I'm asking each of you, my dear friends, how this today's topic is helping you in your life. You tell me. Don't go by what others are telling. You tell me, how is today's topic going to help you in your life? Please explain to me. We have just few minutes more. Quickly, how is this going to help you in life? I want to ask you the question. Bolo.
We have to live like lotus in the pond of that dirty water. So in the sansar, you live in a total detachment. Whatever is happening is just happening like a lila, and just do your part and don't get affected with that.
So
That's
are you
what
saying are you saying you have to?
No, we have to live like that, and means that should be the goal of the life.
Bliko,
Live in
what you're
total
saying,
detachment.
what you're saying is right. But today we are learning something different, Bliko. We are learning today that we have a choice.
Yes.
My dear friends, today's key word, Atmatra, you are silent today. Today's key word is that we have a choice. What is this choice? Today, if you don't learn this, I wasted your day. I wasted your 30-40 minutes. मैंने बर्बाद किया आपका time. What is the choice you have?
Transcend karma.
Rekha, you already told. What are you saying again, Rekha?
To transcend karma,
No,
we
you
have a
already
choice.
gave- no, you already gave your answer, and your answer is correct. But I want it from everybody's perspective. Your answer, Vivek, बताइए. What is the choice you have, my dear friends?
Sir, we
Vivek.
have choice. We can choose it or lose it.
What?
मतलब कि
What choice you
हमें
have?
हमें हमें भगवान को सरेंडर करना है सब कुछ या नहीं करना.
Good. आपका एक choice है भगवान को surrender करना. और क्या choice है आपको?
करना है या नहीं करना.
तो क्या choice क्या है? आपने क्या सीखा?
नहीं, ये हम पे चॉइस है ना, मतलब कि हम करना चाहते हैं या नहीं
तो क्या
करना
होगा?
चाहते हैं.
तो क्या होगा?
कर देंगे तो सब भगवान की मर्जी से चल ही रहा है, अब ये आगे भी चलेगा. जो
तो
हमारा
उससे
जो हम करना चाहेंगे वो भगवान करेगा.
तो उससे क्या होगा?
जीवन इतना मुश्किल नहीं लगेगा जितना अभी लगता है, खुद से प्रयास
अरे
करने में लगता
क्या
है.
यार, तुम ऐसे बोलते हो, जीवन इतना मुश्किल है.
Liberation है.
Wait, Rekha, wait. Atmatra, बोलिए. What is the choice we have?
Yes, I have choice to live life as a in consciousness at the time.
Or?
Yeah, it's the first and basic choice, topmost choice.
No, Atmatra, today we are talking about free will and God's will. What is the choice? Samatma, what is the choice? Please think, Atmatra. Samatma, what is the choice you're learning today?
The choice is I have a free will, so I choose to live in surrender.
So what is the
I
choice?
use my free will to live in
What is the
surrender. Live in
choice? A or B? What is the choice?
live in
Choice to
surrender.
live like yogi.
Samatma?
My choice is to live in total surrender to Sip.
That is the choice you want to make. I'm asking, what is the choice you have? You have A or you have B choice, right? What are the two choices you have?
Live like yogi or live like bhogi.
Yeah, that is already told, Bliko. But we have to understand, it's not easy. Ru Mataji ne जोर से बोल दिया. Yogi या bhogi, Ru Mataji ने बोल दिया. Sudeep Bhargava, what is the choice we have? Sudeep Bhargava.
So choice A is that I do the karma.
Yes.
Choice B is that I let the God do karma through me. Let the decision be his. I am only his instrument.
Excellent. Somebody is in consciousness today. Somebody is in consciousness. See how clearly it is in consciousness. Sudeep says, I am very clear. I have two options. Either I am Sudeep Bhargava, I have my will, I do my karma, I get my phala. Or I tell the divine, I surrender to you. I am nothing. I do nothing. If you surrender yourself and you tell the divine, I am nothing. I don't do anything. Then there is no karma. Then you become a yogi. Then you get moksha. As long as you keep on saying, I, you keep on doing your karma. Your will happen. So it's your choice. But Sudeep, have you actually handed over to God's will?
So maybe 8 out of 10.
How much?
8 out of 10, sir.
No. Maybe I don't think that much. You have handed over some things, but not 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is very high. Think about it.
Sorry.
Ru.
Okay.
Thank you. But good answer. Very good answer. Before we end. Ru.
शिवम गुरुजी.
शिवम, बताइए रू.
गुरुजी, मुझे एक बात पूछनी थी कि फिर मतलब जब कोई चला जाता है इस जीवन से तो फिर सब यही कहते हैं लेकिन यही भगवान की मर्जी थी. तो एट दैट एंड मोमेंट वी सरेंडर टू गॉड, लेकिन हम स्टार्टिंग में सरेंडर नहीं करते हैं गॉड को.
किसी का जाना भगवान की मर्जी नहीं थी. वो अपने कर्म के हिसाब से आते हैं, जाते हैं. डोंट थिंक कि भगवान की मर्जी थी. भगवान ने बुलाया, ओ रू आ जाओ. ऐसा थोड़ी प्रभु बैठा है, प्रभु को कोई बात और कोई काम नहीं है, आना जाना कंट्रोल कर रहा है। No, he is the Prabhu is not here to take. Prabhu is not in charge of toll gate. आप क्या समझते हैं? प्रभु टोल गेट का मैनेजर है क्या? गाड़ी को आने देता है, जाने देता है। प्रभु टोल गेट का मैनेजर है, दुनिया का टोल गेट संभालता है। No, don't get carried away by these things. My dear friends, let us put today's thoughts together. It is a very important session for those who want enlightenment. My dear friends, will everything happen as per the will of God? You know what's happening in your life today? You know what's happening in your life today? What is happening in your life today is happening because of your will. What is happening in your life today is happening because of your karma. What is happening in your life today, you are suffering and I am suffering because we have not handed over our life to the divine. Hand over your life to the divine and see. Arpan karo, samarpan karo. Just hand over. He takes over. You know, there's a beautiful quote I read many years back. You know, when you reach the top of the cliff, when you reach the top of the cliff, either you will have wings to fly, or if you fall, there will be somebody who will hold you. You have the faith. My dear friends, it's very important for us to surrender. And only the person will surrender who realizes I am nothing. Why we don't surrender? Because of the ego. Why we don't surrender? Because of the mind. We are not the mind. We are not the ego. We are SIP. We are all part of the supreme immortal power. Hum kya hai? When we were born, 9 months before our birthday, we were born 9 months before our birthday, we were only one kana. We were one spark of life. हम वो हैं, हम वो आत्मा हैं, और मौत पे शरीर तो मिट जाती है. We burn the body. Why we burn the body? Because we are not the body. And we leave the body. But because we don't realize we leave the body, we are clinging on to this samsara. You know why we are suffering today? How many of us are willing to give our life to God? How many of us are willing to give our life 100% to God? Very few. Very few people are willing to surrender their life to God. But if you surrender your life to God, He takes over. So today, you have two choices. You have two choices. Rumata ji, yogi ya bhogi. Matlab, if you live as a yogi, Rumata ji, if you live as a yogi, then you tell Prabhu, Prabhu, मैं क्या हूं? Prabhu, मेरी इच्छा ना. What did our Guruji tell Rumata ji? आपको याद है? Guruji क्या बोलते थे? आपको याद है?
गुरुजी, मैं तो यही सोचती हूँ, भगवान ने जन्म दिया वही संभालेंगे, जिसने दिया जन्म वही संभालेंगे. हम अपनी तरफ से बेस्ट करें, कॉन्शियसनेस में रहे, वो संभालेंगे.
So Girish, you know the whole thing. Girish, you know the whole thing that Guruji used to tell. Please note it. What my Guruji has told me 100 times. You know what my Guruji told 100 times? He said, "Tum hi sab kuch janat pritam. तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूर्त हो, दुख में सुख में मेरे प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूर्त हो." क्या हम बोल सकते हैं? क्या हम बोल सकते हैं? हे प्रीतम, ओ माय डिवाइन, तेरी इच्छा पूर्त हो. तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूर्त हो, दुख में सुख में मेरे प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. हमारी जिंदगी में कुछ उल्टा हो जाता है, हम क्या बोलते हैं? प्रभु क्या हुआ? प्रभु क्या हुआ? ऐसे क्यों हुआ? प्रभु ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? आपने ऐसे क्यों किया? दासी बुधरानी, you remember Dada used to say these words, Dasi, or you forgot it?
Absolutely, I remember. Every day I repeat the same thing.
Very good, Dasi. So my dear friends, before we close, today you have two options. When you go away from this call, I'm leaving you with two options. Option 1, live as a bhogi. You Mataji, live as a body, mind, ego. live as an ego and say, I, me, mine. And then you think my will. You know, in the library, Dadaji said, Dada used to always say, in a library, there was a book. The book says, impossible. The book's title is impossible, means I am possible. Somebody said, how to make the impossible, I am possible. I am possible. And Dada said, what we don't understand is that without the divine, even the possible will become impossible. Even the possible will become impossible. My dear friends, surrender. Today's message in one word. In one word, I'm giving you my message today in one word, not in 2 words. In one word. What is the one word I'm giving you today? Surrender. 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 And if you surrender, then everything will be absolutely perfect. With folded hands, I thank you for being on the call.